William Malin here for GetMoreSports.com. Once again, looking at the NCAA tournament bracket, and we're still in the South region. And the South region is so interesting for a number of reasons because we have a handful of dark horse candidates for one reason or another. I mean, you start with Hawaii, one of the best smaller conference teams in the country. They've really turned things around this year, winning more than 25 games. And you think back to what they did earlier on in the season. You have to remember that this team took Oklahoma down to the wire. Now, granted, that was at home, and not known as a great home court advantage for the Rainbow Warriors. The fan support obviously kicked up a notch this season, but they take the Sooners down to the wire. So you know that they have the ability to play at a high level. They have the Conference Player of the Year in Stefan Jankovic. I think Roderick Babbitt is one of the best unheralded guards in this tournament. He's a guy that I think a lot of people are going to remember the name of after this first game, because even if they lose, he's going to be matched out with Ty Wallace, Sam Singer at that point guard spot for the Golden Bears of California. And I think that he's got a chance to win that matchup. And he is a Bay Area native, was not recruited by California. So that's kind of a statement, personal game for him that I expect him to really show out at. You obviously talk about Wichita State as well. The ability that team has as a number 11 seed is astounding. The question is, can they kind of play the same role of spoiler that Kentucky played a couple years ago? Obviously, Kentucky was an 8 seed. Wichita State was a 1. One of the greatest tournament games in the first weekend that we've had in decades between those two. Can Wichita State return the favor? Granted, this time it would only be to Arizona, but nonetheless, really exciting first-round game there and a potential dark horse with the Wheat Shockers. And lastly, and this one is kind of interesting just because, 9 seeds are total dark horses. When you talk about the Connecticut Huskies, definitely not a dark horse program, but this is a team that has played so poorly at times this year. They've fallen all the way to a 9 seed. They needed to win the conference tournament to get that high. I do think that if they dominate Colorado, this is a sign of things to come. They just might beat Kansas in that round 2 game. But nonetheless, even if they don't, is it going to be a popular dark horse candidate for sure coming out of the South region?